Get more out of giving.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday evening presentation. I'm glad to see you on the call. I think we're expecting a few more people, so we're just going to wait for them all to join. Please, would you write in the chat where you are logging in from so that we can welcome you in a moment or two. Just let us know where you are logging in from. My name is Adele Spear. I am in the south of Johannesburg, and I will be hosting this call this evening. Ike is with us. Ike from the West Rand in Johannesburg. He's always ready to co-host. Are you ready to roll with me tonight, Ike? You are co-host. You can unmute.
Yeah, I'm here, Def. I'm having challenges, but I'm here.
Fantastic. That's what it's about, overcoming challenges and being present. So thank you for being here. Let's just see where people are logging in from. So Monica is in Jacobs Bay in the Western Cape. I know you're having lovely rain there, so enjoy. Conrad is here as well. Lovely to see you again, Conrad. You were with us last week. So I hope you've got a list of questions because we're ready to answer them for you. Queenie is a regular. She's always here. Mama Anna, lovely to see you as well. JP, I don't know you, but welcome to the call. And of course, Monica, who's here with us. We'll just give another moment or two to give people a chance to join. Queenie's from Joburg South. Hi, Queenie. I got to catch up with Queenie the other day. It's always lovely to see her. We are very close by and we see each other often. So it's nice to see you again, Queenie. Yeah, Ike, I'm just going to mute you, my friend. Okay, so that presentation, that little video that you just saw, I know it's Christmassy, but can you imagine, or can you even think that Christmas was a month ago? So much can happen in a month. And when we look at that little video and we see the joy of gifting, that's what GL is all about. Everybody likes to receive gifts. In fact, I like to give gifts more than I like to receive them. But it's really nice to receive them as well. And that little video is really about the heart of Gift of Legacy. That's what it's actually called. It's about people sending gifts and sharing gifts to change lives. And when it's your turn, you will receive as well. So let's just see, there's one more message. Okay, Monica's greeting JP. I'm going to get going because you are all here ready for us to go. So I'm going to share. For those of you who don't know me, haven't met me yet, I do Gift of Legacy on my phone. You really can do Gift of Legacy on my phone, on your phone anytime. So there's my phone. Lovely to meet you, JP in St. Helena Bay. Okay, there's my phone. You will see there above my WhatsApp, it says React app. I'm going to click on there and my Gift of Legacy website is going to open. Now, Gift of Legacy is not an app. You cannot download it from the Play Store or your iStore, but it is a website. You will get a unique link from the person who invites you, and you use that to join. But instead of always going in and looking for the URL and searching it to log in, I've saved it as a React app on my phone, on my front page, so it's easy. I can just click on there. If you're not sure how to do that, find a teenager, they're brilliant, and they'll show you exactly what to do. Save the URL, the website address for the Gift of Legacy website, and you can enter it. So for those of you who are new, this is what a website looks like. This is mine. You will see that there are 6 boards currently. We did mention last week that another board is being launched this year. We're not sure when. On your website, the boards page where I am now has got the boards. You can go into a board and see my highest board is my gold board. I am the legend on the board. You can see I have received 1 gift. Okay, so that's my actual profile. Then we go to the Academy. Under the Academy is a link tree. This is updated in real time. We are volunteers, so it doesn't happen on a daily basis, but when there's important information, the link tree is updated. You can actually share it. You'll see in the top right corner the share icon. If I share that, I can send the entire link tree to anybody to have a look. So Monica, you can share the link tree from your website to people who might want to have a look. There is the Heart of Gift of Legacy. That's the video I just shared with you. Then there's a big picture with lots of gifts, and that is the GL Participants Guidelines document. There's information about GGM. There are short little introductions, the 6-minute animation that I showed you last week, a short presentation, which is a little bit outdated. We do need to update that. There's the link to our Telegram channel, to our group chat, and to our YouTube channel. Now, we don't promote Gift of Legacy on social media, but we do have a YouTube channel so people can watch recordings. So I'm going to open up the GL Participants Guidelines so that you can see it opening up. Okay, and this is what happens when you open up the Participants Guidelines. There are pages and documents. Let me just, I can never get this part just right. But there's a front page, an index, which is interactive. And I'm going to go to number 5, introduction, where we have got an animation, the 6-minute animation that you can share. Then there's an introduction to Gift of Legacy, is what you watched last week. There's an introduction to the Ohana board, and today we're going to do understanding the 4 attractions. This is going to give you a journey through the Gift of Legacy website, through the pages, so that you know exactly what's happening. Let me just go back there. Okay. That's what I want. Okay, so we're going to explain this Gift of Legacy theme park. You saw in the picture of the presentation, and we explained last week, that Gift of Legacy is often represented and is always represented as a theme park. It is a place where you can go and you can experience something out of the normal, out of the humdrum and the rut of normal everyday life. It's a place to have fun. It's colorful. It's a place you can dream. It's a place you can create your legacy. So the first attraction, we're going to talk about the 4 attractions, the 4 rides that you can go on in this Gift of Legacy theme park. The first attraction is called your initial cycle. That is your first ride through every board. So when you join Gift of Legacy, you can join on coal or bronze. Now, joining the coal board is explained very easily and quite clearly in our first presentation, which we explained last week. You can join on coal or bronze. The idea for coal is to generate funds for you to join bronze, because your journey in Gift of Legacy is from bronze to silver to gold to platinum. That is what we call riding the boards of abundance. Your first ride is to go from the bronze board to silver, to gold, and to platinum. So when you join on a bronze board, you either join with your own money or you have come through the coal board. You will gift an unconditional gift of $100 US to the legend on the board. You invite 2 like-minded, like-hearted people to join you, and then you follow the principle of 2 by 2 by 2. Every person must invite 2 people to join them. That's how we grow the community. You use your first 4 gifts, so $400 to join the next board, which is the silver board. And the whole purpose of your initial cycle through the boards is for you to follow your team or your lineage. This is why we have the first cycle. On the first cycle, you follow your inviter. You follow your inviter in Gift of Legacy, but especially on your first cycle. Sometimes on the perpetual cycle, you might lose your inviter depending on the availability on boards. But on your first boards, you should follow your inviter. Now, there are not different boards for initial cycle and perpetual cycle. You have 6 boards on your website, like I showed you. So you could be on your first round on bronze, but there will be people on your board who are maybe riding it for the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th time. But the idea with the initial cycle is to go from bronze to silver to gold and platinum, and we're going to get into the perpetuals now. Ike, do you want to add anything at this point?
Nothing from my side, Adele. You covered everything well. Thank you
All
very much.
right. Any questions from anybody? Because this is going to be a presentation with questions as we go. So if there are any questions on the initial cycle, please type in the chat so I can see, and then I will answer. But that is your initial cycle. Then we have the perpetual cycle. And the perpetual cycle is where the true power of the theme park becomes evident. Perpetual means ongoing. It means infinity. If you look up perpetual and you look for an icon for perpetual, it's the infinity symbol. Now that's why we refer to our boards, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, as Ferris wheels. When you get onto a Ferris wheel in a theme park, you don't just go one spin and you're done. You buy your ticket, you get on, all the carriages fill up, and then it goes round and round and round and round. Okay, it does stop. But you can just give another ticket and you can ride it again and again. It's circular, a circular economy. So it was the best way to represent, in terms of an image, what we meant by an ongoing board. So to join a perpetual cycle, what do you need? You need 2 confirmed invitees. After you have completed bronze, you need 2 confirmed invitees so that you can join your perpetual cycle. It is not called a perpetual board. It is called a perpetual cycle. There will be people on your board, like I said, that are on their first cycle. It is not a separate board. So every user who joins on coal can go through coal and bronze without 2 invitees. You will receive as legend on both. But after the end of bronze, by the time you are legend on bronze, if you do not have 2 confirmed invitees, you will receive your gifts as legend, but the system will sideline you. You will not be able to join the perpetual cycle, and you will not be able to join the higher board if you have not got your 2 invitees. You will receive 8 gifts as a legend, but they are not all yours to keep. You must always have 2 confirmed invitees, because if at any time you don't have 2 confirmed invitees, you cannot join the next board. You are required to join all 6 perpetual cycles. That is the goal of Gift of Legacy. The purpose is to be on the perpetual cycle of every board. That's where the power of the perpetual cycle kicks in. Because on your perpetual cycle, you get to keep 7 of the 8 gifts. That's where you start building your generational wealth. That's where your abundance really starts kicking in. The perpetual cycle, the power of the perpetual cycle, being able to ride a board over and over again and not having to gift forward to join the next board. All you need is 2 confirmed invitees for you to join the perpetual cycle again and again and again. Ike?
Yeah, Adele, this is the one thing that just excites me about Gift of Legacy. Since when I fully understood this perpetual aspect of Gift of Legacy, just drove me crazy. I just saw a bigger picture that you continually go on this perpetual horse, each one of them. And for me, it was a game changer. When I fully grasped that, I mean, I'm on other platforms and nothing compares to that perpetual aspect of this Gift of Legacy. Is just, we have gold in our hands, you know, that our kids, our grandkids are actually covered. That perpetual will be there even when I'm gone. it's exciting for me. There are no words to actually explain it. But for me, it's just does it for me. It just sits so well with me and excites me. So I hope that we all grasp what we have in our hands. That perpetual is so powerful. And however long it takes me to build up to platinum, just to think that I have perpetual just makes me excited. That's what I can say, Adele.
Thanks, Ike. And we don't just have gold in our hands, we have platinum in our hands.
Wow.
We have the ability to receive $5,000 on a platinum board. We receive 40,000. We hold back 5,000. $40,000 can make a big difference in a person's life. So that's the second attraction.
Right.
The third attraction is coal. Coal is the steam train that goes around and around and around the theme park. You can join, like I said, on bronze or coal. But the purpose for coal was to make GL affordable to everybody. $25 is around about 500 Rand, where $100 is close on 2,000 Rand. And for some people, $100 was just too much. It's a week's groceries. For some people, it's a month's salary. But $25 was affordable. So you can join Gift of Legacy on the coal board. Even if you join on bronze, you can still go back and join coal and get your free ride on coal. On your first round, you will land on the board where your inviter is, if they are on coal, because not everybody is on coal. If your inviter is on coal and there is space, you will follow your inviter. That is the rule. You follow your inviter. But if you cannot follow your inviter, you follow your inviter's lineage. So if I cannot follow Ike, I will follow Ike's inviter. So if you cannot follow your father, you follow your grandfather or your great-grandfather or your great-great-grandfather. You might not know the person who you are following, but the algorithm knows, the website knows. You cannot re-enter coal on the perpetual cycle until you have been confirmed in bronze and you have got 2 confirmed invitees in bronze. Because we know people would just ride coal over and over. And one of the custodians always says, don't limit yourself to think that you're only good enough for the coal board. So you cannot re-enter coal if you have not been confirmed in bronze. Confirmed means you've gifted the legend and they have confirmed you as a gifter. And you also need 2 confirmed invitees in bronze. So if you've invited people and they are on the coal board, you cannot join your perpetual coal until they move on to their bronze and are confirmed there. That's to stop people from thinking small and limiting their abundance. When you re-enter on your perpetual cycle, you don't follow lineage, you don't follow your team. Something called blending happens. It's a blended board. Blending means the whole community is mixed up. It's almost like a free-for-all in the theme park. There's no queues. You get in, you sit down, and that's your spot on the train. The reason for this is for the community to truly work together in the spirit of Ubuntu. It's for people who've been through the board to help other people. So you can ride coal over and over on the perpetual cycle. But in doing so, you're helping people on their initial boards to move their boards, to get those gifts so that they've got $100 to move on to bronze, because your true journey in Gift of Legacy starts on bronze. The purpose for coal was to help you to get started, to make it affordable to everybody. Ike?
Yeah, exactly that point, Adele. When we started, right at the beginning, it was $100. And we battled, for South Africans, we battled to raise about 1.9 Rands. But when coal was introduced and it was $25, it was just a game changer again. So this is one attraction that just makes sense and has just made so much difference to a lot of people. I mean, if I speak for our team, more than 40 people have actually come on board since this board was actually introduced. And every month it's about 5 to 8 people coming on board on our team. We have a team in Polokwane, here in Johannesburg, and it continues to grow. And the attraction is that cold board, that it's $25, it's reasonable. Or 480, 490, it just makes sense. So this board, we actually have to thank the custodians for actually introducing it. It has made a difference in Gift of Legacy. Thanks.
Absolutely. Right, the fourth attraction was launched in May last year, Ohana. Ohana is a Hawaiian word, a Polynesian word, and it means family. It means nobody gets left behind. Ohana is an important principle that has existed from the beginning of Gift of Legacy. When a board splits, when there are 4 gifters on one side, when the legend goes off and makes their own board, when they come back on their perpetual cycle, they come back to their original board. That was the Ohana principle. Now, last year in May, an Ohana board was launched. It is a $50 unconditional gift to join the board, but you can only join if you are confirmed on a coal or bronze board. The purpose of Ohana is to support GGM. Now, you don't need 2 invitees to join Ohana. Ohana is a separate board. It's got nothing to do with your journey from bronze to silver, gold, and platinum. Ohana is a standalone board. It is not compulsory, but it really should be something that you want to join, because this is the board that keeps the Gift of Legacy system going. It is 100% blended. There is no lineage here at all. You join a board. You must remain confirmed on coal or bronze to participate in Ohana, and you will join the perpetual cycle by being automatically joined to the next board. You need to be on your perpetual cycle on coal or bronze to stay active on Ohana. And the purpose of Ohana is when the Ohana positions that move through the boards from builder to legend, when they're in legend, their gifts are sent to GGM. GGM, the Gracious Givers Movement, the non-profit organization that oversees the daily, weekly, monthly costs and the development costs of the Gift of Legacy system. So Ohana is a way of you contributing to supporting the system without paying a monthly fee, without paying a membership fee, but by participating, you can receive $350 every time you're a legend. And we really all should be encouraged to join Ohana, because without Ohana, the development of new boards like the new Ubuntu board that's going to be launched, the $10,000 board, it's not going to happen because that requires development fees. So Ohana is a big attraction, and people need to embrace Ohana and participate, because here it's not about you, it's about the community, and it's more than the community. It's about keeping the Gift of Legacy system going. Ike?
Yeah, it makes so much sense when it was introduced to support Gift of Legacy so that we can have Gift of Legacy for generations to come. On Saturday, I went to my nephew's school, and then they were talking about discipline and how they actually don't compromise about it, so that future generations can actually benefit from the school, from the culture of this school in Krugersdorp. And as I think about what we're doing here in Gift of Legacy and Ohana, especially, that we pay it forward, we actually preparing for generations to come. And it might not seem like that now for some people, but we want to lay the foundation for future generations. And that is why in our team, we actually encourage everyone to come on board Ohana. What a brilliant idea. We're not paying a monthly fee, a member's fee. Ohana takes charge of that. And it can only do that when we all, members of Gift of Legacy, take that board. So we encourage everyone to be Ohana member, to take this board.
Absolutely. And when you join Ohana, it's one time only that you take $50 out of your own pocket to join. When you're a legend, you receive 7 gifts. So that's $350. You automatically join to the next board, so you keep $300. So by contributing one time from your pocket, $50, every time you're a legend, you will get to keep $300. It's certainly a much more, I don't know, attractive thing to do than to pay a monthly fee or an annual fee. I mean, here I'm receiving back for just participating on a board that supports the system. So that is the 4 attractions. It is important to join the board sequentially. You can join on the $25 or the $100. You then move on to the $400 board and your perpetual cycle. You then move on to the $1,600 gold board and join silver perpetual. When you complete gold and you move on to platinum, you join the gold perpetual cycle. And when you've completed platinum, you join the perpetual platinum. The goal is to be riding all the rides perpetually. Look at that image. There is the big Ferris wheel. That's the platinum board. Then there are 3 smaller Ferris wheels. That is silver, gold, and bronze. And then you've got the steam train in the theme park going round and round and round. And within that theme park are the little Ohana shuttles driving around with no lineages. It's hop on and stay on. You don't hop off. And you receive gifts just by keeping the theme park going. It's all about sending gifts. You must join the perpetual cycle of every board that you complete as a legend. And you will truly experience the power of the perpetual cycles. And that's it. That is how the theme park all fits together.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this, thank you, Adele, for the presentation. It just summarizes those 4 attractions. It summarizes what we're doing in Gift of Legacy. It gives so much perspective, and you have covered it so well. I'm going to personally use this recording to actually share it with other people. In 30 minutes, you've summarized what Gift of Legacy is all about. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Ike. Thank you. Questions? Conrad, I believe you have a list of questions. Shoot. Oh, let me allow you to unmute. Hold on. There you go. You can unmute.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Absolutely. Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. And you?
Good, good. Let me just take this off the screen.
So you had some GL insomnia this last week?
No, not really. I read through the PDF that you guys sent. I understand most of it. Just a few things like do most of the gifters or participants have a crypto wallet?
It's going that way, yes. Most people do. Not everybody does to start. Lots of people are still adverse to or nervous about cryptocurrency. You can get by with the PayPal, maybe Wise, on your lower boards. But when you start sending big gifts on PayPal and Wise, they shut you down. It has happened.
I think PayPal, they say they're not a bank, and I think there's a limit on how much you can have in there. So I think if someone starts
there's not a limit in PayPal. There's not a limit. I mean, I've sent $1,600 gifts. I have on PayPal before I decided to go crypto. But what happens with PayPal? You can't leave money in there you need to withdraw it to your bank because that's how they make their money when you
Yeah.
withdraw it.
When you
And
withdraw
if
it.
you use it as a savings pocket, it doesn't work. And following your team, following your inviter is great because if you are gifting someone in your country, I can contact you and send from Capitec to Standard Bank or FNB. That's great. But
Yeah.
if it's now somebody in Venezuela, Spain, Russia, Japan, Portugal, Mexico, it's very difficult. And they don't all use PayPal. Their PayPal does not have friends and family only. So it's business, and the business transaction is 21 days. We've got a
Yeah.
48-hour gifting limit. So that's a problem. Forex takes 21 days. So yes, cryptocurrency is definitely the way to go. It's quick, efficient, easy.
Can you recommend any Binance wallets? Which ones do you
So
use?
there's Binance, Exodus, Trust. Those are the ones people are using mostly. Binance is used a lot, especially with the Spanish community, the South Americans. There is a bit of a problem with Binance in America, Canada, and cryptocurrency. There are now a few more regulations making it a little bit more difficult in Europe, but there's ways to go around it. So gifting is peer-to-peer. The legend and the gifter always have to communicate. So if a legend is wanting on the USDT TRC network, which we suggest because of the lower rates, and a gifter can't do that, then they can maybe use Solana or they can do something else. As long as everyone agrees on the same network and the value of the gift that the legend receives is the full amount, it doesn't really matter how it gets sent. As long as the legend receives $25, $100, because they need the full amount to be able to keep gifts to now progress onto the higher boards in the perpetual cycle.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So even if you put like an extra $2 on just to make sure that it's the full amount, depending what the fees are.
So we always say that when you send a gift, it's like if I sent Ike a gift and I bought him a really nice box of chocolates, I wouldn't just pitch at his house and give him the box of chocolates, not me. I would buy a bag and I would get that crinkle paper and maybe a card. And it doesn't change the value of the gift. He's still going to get a 100 Rand box of Ferrero Rochers, but the gift bag and everything is at my expense. So when I send a gift to you, whether it's Forex, it's on PayPal, the transfer fees to ensure that you get the full gift is on me as the gifter. And when you as a legend withdraw it from your platform to the bank account, those fees are on you. But the legend must receive in their platform the full value of the gift. So we say the ribbons and the bows and the gift wrapping on the gift is on the gifter. The legend will pay for the batteries that need to go in the toy. Whatever. Okay.
We'll just have a look here quick. Just another thing on the your confirmed invitees. See, you basically answered my question, but you said, okay, say I start on call, I confirm 2 invitees straight away, and I move to bronze. Do I have to wait for them to come on to bronze?
No, you can go straight to bronze. You can go from coal to bronze, but after bronze, you cannot, well, when you're on bronze, you can't join your perpetual coal if they are not yet confirmed on bronze.
Okay, so but that'll, once they're confirmed on bronze, that'll happen automatically through Gift of Links.
Well, it won't happen automatically. You need to peak and join your perpetual cycle.
Okay, once I peak and then I join.
Yeah. So you will be on a bronze board.
Yeah.
And then on the coal board, it will say peak, because that will be your perpetual cycle, but it won't allow you to peak and join. A little banner is going to come up and it will say you do not have 2 confirmed invitees on bronze. So you've got to wait for your invitees that were on coal to move up to bronze and be confirmed before you can join your perpetual in coal and move on to silver and join your bronze perpetual.
The same thing happens once I move from bronze to silver. I've got to wait for
Yeah.
the two confirmed guys to join silver.
No, only between coal and bronze. To stop people riding the small board over and over, because then they see it as a
Okay.
money spinner board. It was put into place to stop people using it as a money spinner board, to make sure they progress throughout the boards.
So once I move to silver, then it's, I can
Yeah.
just
You
carry
can,
on from
you
there.
can have, if you've got your 2 confirmed invitees on bronze
Yeah.
and you are a legend, you complete your board. Well, you can actually jump ahead with your first 4 gifts. You can join silver. Okay.
Yeah.
If you've got the money in hand, you can join gold. You just have to wait an hour between joining silver and gold. So you literally can have 2 confirmed invitees on bronze, wait an hour, join silver, wait an hour, join gold, wait an hour, join platinum. And some people have done it.
So that confirming between coal and bronze is basically to stop the guys, like you said, just spinning the wheels on
Money.
coal. Okay. Another question,
Yeah.
quick. Got another meeting at 8.
Okay.
Is can I do this on a computer, or does it have to be on a phone?
No, on
Yeah.
a computer. A lot of people do it on a computer. I'm a full-time medical professional and a busy working mom. So I
Yeah.
do Gift of Legacy in the shops, in the car park, in between clients. But lots of people, do everything on their laptop. It's fully accessible. It was in the presentation last week. You'll see it on your website or on your phone. You'll see it differently.
Let me just have a look here quick. Another thing I read there was that when you gift and you send a message to the legend,
Hmm.
something about I'll give this to you with lots of love. Is that, for the tax purposes? Is it
Yes.
basically to make sure that he can have a copy that it was gifted to him?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I see.
some banks and some platforms don't like it if you just say gift. Like that's when we came into problems with PayPal. Although I've always said gift on PayPal, because on PayPal you choose the options why you're sending it. And I would always say gift, and then I'd just say
Yeah.
much love from Adele. But where people came into problems, they were saying it's a gift, but they weren't withdrawing money, and then PayPal picked it up and it looks like money laundering. So they didn't
Okay.
want dodgy stuff happening on their platforms. So I always just say it's a gift and it is for tax purposes, and you just need to check with your consultant what are tax regulations. In South
That's
Africa,
20.
it's something like 100,000. I stand to be corrected. I'm not a financial
Yeah.
advisor.
That's
Disclaimer.
100,000, not non-taxable. The first 100,000. After that, 20%.
Per person.
Yeah,
So you can
per
have
person, yeah.
different people gifting you up to 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
something
not
like that.
taxable. Something like that. But I'm not a financial advisor. Disclaimer, check with your consultant.
Okay, so you can do it on a laptop. Will be asked to join. Okay, also one you answered for me already was the honor board. You only get asked to join it once.
You get to join it once and you stay on it. If you leave the
Okay.
Ohana board, you cannot join it again with that profile. And your phone number and email will be marked by the system that you cannot create any more Gift of Legacy profiles.
Okay, is that obviously when you legend on Ohana, all the money comes to you. So you
Yes.
get to only keep 300. So is that to stop people from taking all the money and not gifting it back?
Yeah, it's also to stop people joining Ohana on one profile, keeping all the money, and then thinking they can just start another profile. We've had some very dodgy people doing some very dodgy stuff. So where possible, measures have been put in place.
It's such a cool system. I don't know why people want to try a scam within the system. I mean,
It's such a simple system. If you just go through it and you gift people and you keep back what you need to and you progress, you can get to platinum with just.
yeah. See, you've gone mute.
I'm not mute.
Okay, I can hear
Can you
you
not?
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what else
Yeah,
was I gonna ask?
you can get from coal to platinum with just one gift of $25.
Yeah.
Because if you join coal, you get $200, right? You use $100 to join bronze.
Yeah.
You take $50 to join Ohana and you keep $50. You set
Put
with
25.
$125.
Yeah, and you put 25 back on coal. Once you confirmed on bronze. You can only
Yeah.
can you only join perpetual coal once you confirmed on bronze with 2 people.
And you have got 2 confirmed invitees on bronze.
Okay. And then let me have a look here quick. Balance points. Once you're on perpetual, I mean, you've gone through all the boards, inviting people, your people, inviting people, their people, inviting people. So basically, once you've completed all the boards, just for interest's sake, are the perpetual boards quicker?
Not always,
Not always.
because not everyone joins the perpetual cycle. It's a choice. You get to pick and join. Ohana is the only one where you are automatically joined by the system. But perpetual also has the guideline of you follow your inviter. So if your team is moving, you can go through perpetual and keep going, and
Yeah.
you blend a bit. There's a bit of blending with other teams. It all just depends on your lineage and how your lineage grows.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
But there's no
Well,
guarantee. Just throwing that one in.
I'm gonna probably open a Binance this week and then fund it with some dollars next week. And then
Yeah.
I'll just ask Monica for a link to join. I mean, she must have quite a
Yes.
few links given out last week already.
I'm sure. I hope so.
Yeah, she's got a lineage going. But I also say it's in your best interest to confirm to, but also, if you see somebody that you think, is a bit savvy on a computer and knows what a Binance wallet is, and is a pretty good person, it's like-minded in a way of thinking, it's not a bad thing to actually introduce more and more people to it. Because I think a lot of people, they confirm their 2 and then that's it, they don't keep inviting people. But I think it's in your best interest to invite.
You need to have minimum 2 people, but it's better to have more, because if one person is auto-removed, you
Yeah.
get auto-removed if you don't log in every 60 days. You also get the choice to quit Gift of Legacy if you want. If you quit Gift of Legacy and you're auto-removed by the system because you've chosen to quit, your inviter now sits with one invitee, and that stops them progressing through the boards. So if you've got 3 or more invitees and what something happens to one of them, at least you are secure.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you want to share? Why wouldn't you want to share this with other people when there is no products? There is no joining fee, where it's about community. It's truly about Ubuntu and people uplifting each other. Why wouldn't you want to share?
I mean, circular
Exactly.
economics,
Yeah.
perpetual. I mean, the thing is, you could reach the
If you go and read the book Sacred Economics, that's exactly what Gift of Legacy is about.
Yeah.
It's not MLM, it's not network marketing. This is truly about people gifting peer-to-peer, heart-to-heart.
I mean, once you reach your
paradigm shift in money.
once you reach your Ubuntu board and you get your $70,000 payout, so obviously you put 10 back in.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to hang around and you're basically independently on all 6 boards, and you could get a payout suddenly on the silver board or the gold board,
Exactly.
straight after that. So it's like, I mean, why would you want to even leave?
Exactly.
I mean, when you're not really doing a lot of work, so I mean, it's like a win-win situation.
It's just making friends. It's just talking to them. It's sharing the idea. People in South Africa and worldwide really should understand this concept of Ubuntu, especially what we've been through in the last 5 years. But not everybody does, but people like you really do. people like us do. We believe in it. I received a gold gift last week, and yeah, it's an amazing feeling to receive $1,600. It's going to pay for my son's university fees.
I mean, I worked in the oil field for about 20 years in West Africa. I worked in Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, worked in Nigeria, Angola. My last stint, I was in Mozambique, up in Pemba. I mean, you see so many poor people, and I'm a 6'4". I look, when I'm walking around town, I look mean as hell, but I'm not a mean person, and I've always wondered how could, something got to be. That's why I'm so glad Trump won. You know what I mean? Somebody's doing something about these people that are running the world. You know what I mean? And I mean, this is like, if you keep playing it forward, this system, I mean, like a fiat currency system is so stupid. You know what I mean? If everybody was running on this system, just makes a lot of sense.
Such a simple system, and it's not difficult. That's why this presentation really puts it all in perspective when you understand how it all fits in together. I work with children, and you know what? You've got to see the world through the eyes of child. You've got to see the world with childlike wonder, because we have become cynical, we have become tainted. But when you just, if you can imagine how a child feels and go into your inner child, how a child feels standing, waiting to go into Gold Reef City and about to go on those rides, that excitement, that wonder, you want to phone everyone and say, look where I am, come and join me. This is the place to be, come meet me on the Ferris wheel. That's what Gift of Legacy is about.
Yeah, but also, like, I've always looked at the people in some of those places I've worked and thought, something needs to be done to help these people, because you see these guys that work with you, guys that work for you. But also when you like go to the shop, because a lot of places we lived in the staff house, and you see the poverty, and you always think, you wish you could help. You know what I mean? And in this way, by just spreading this around, you, like you say, you bring people up for $25. It's
well,
unbelievable.
let me introduce Conrad to Queenist, who's on the call. Queenie is a dear friend of mine. We have the same inviter into Gift of Legacy. Queenie is a caretaker of a block of flats just near me. She does a man's job. I was visiting her on Monday. It's her job to clean apartments, pull out the carpets, fix it up when tenants move out, and she gets it ready. She mows the lawn, she fixes the plumbing, and she's the caretaker. That is Queenie's job. Queenie does not have a formal education, and she won't mind me saying it. Queenie has got a limited education, I think standard 3, Queenie, standard 5. Let me ask Queenie to unmute. But Queenie understands Gift of Legacy, and Queenie is creating a legacy for her family, for her daughter, for her grandchildren by participating. And Queenie and I are both on a gold board, and Queenie and I both received 1 gold gift. So Queenie,
Nice.
you want to tell Conrad your story?
Hi, Comrade, how are you?
Good, and you, Queenie?
Comrade, I am good, and you?
No, excellent. Looking forward to joining.
Yeah, yes. I like the way you put this concept. It's like you've been here for a long time, the way you put it. So it is exactly as you put it. When I started, I was earning 3,000.
Yeah.
In dollars, I don't know how much, but I was earning 3,000, and then I had to take a half of that money and put it on Gift of Legacy. And I asked my upline, are you sure? So I'm going to feed my children, because now half of that money, I'm going to left with a half of it. And the month is too long to maintain myself with that 1.5. You understand?
Yeah, no, I understand, trust me. I've been there, Queen. I've been there.
But my upliner said it has to come from you. Then
Yeah.
you can understand what this is all about. So I did it. I did it. And it was very fast when I did it, because on my mind, I wanted to reach platinum like a blink of an eye. I receive on bronze. I paid back and I paid my silver, and then I receive on silver. You know, when you see that money, it was a lot of money, because that time I received 58,000.
Yeah.
Me being me, took people, putting them in the gifting, gifting.
Yeah.
And I give them my money. I took what I received and I said, come in, go.
Yeah, that's
This
what I'm
thing is
gonna
how
do.
to it.
I know some people that I already want to invite, but
But listen to
I'm
Queenie.
gonna pay them. I'm gonna pay for
Listen
them
to
to
what
join.
Queenie's saying. Listen to what Queenie's saying, because we've all been burnt like this. Queenie,
Oh,
carry
yeah.
on.
Yes. So I gifted them, and not even thinking twice if I will take that money from them. No, I said, no. This is a gifting to build people up, because when you've got that mind of saying the world is poor, so you are poor, you want to help those who are poor, so you want to upgrade them. People, they will never go the way you think. They will go
And
opposite. What they want is the money. On my team, people, when they receive on silver, they use all the money. They never wanted, no, on gold.
no
On
perpetual
bronze
put
and on bronze, they paid back and paid front. Then I enter gold, and then I become a legend. When I receive on gold, when they receive on silver, they eat the money. They never paid upfront. They never paid backwards.
It makes no sense.
Thereafter is whereby the manna goes, oops,
Yeah.
because there's no way they will introduce people for the system to go.
Yeah, everybody has
ended
to
there.
do everybody has to do their part, you know.
But I'm telling you, when I received that gold pot, I was jumping inside me. I was feeling like I can climb the roof. The way I was so happy.
I know exactly what you mean. Trust me.
But what Queenie's saying is so important. You don't just put people in. We call them
Yeah.
space savers. If you put people in, they don't see the value of it. And I've been burnt the same way. You sponsor someone in, you're a legend, so you let them join and you just confirm them, and there's no exchange of gifts. They do not value the gift because they haven't gifted from their pocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
And
see
they
what
don't
you're
feel
saying.
it.
Yeah.
And they don't feel it. So
Yeah.
you
No,
will
you have to
stand
give it.
alone after they're gone, and it's going to be difficult now to introduce others, because it's like they see you smelling a money to give it to them. Then now I don't do that. It's either you
Yeah.
come and ride me in this journey or not. But I know at the end, there will be people that they will follow me, because this it is a gifting economy that it will provide everybody who's willing to have and live a better life.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And today I can even speak nicely. I don't even
Yeah,
cry.
very proud.
Queen,
I'm very
what you gonna do when you're on Ubuntu, Queen, and they give you 70,000?
We've got to buy the
No.
matching cars. We're going to race them down the road. We've got to.
That's what I want.
So Queenie and I got this plan. When we finish our gold boards,
Yeah.
she's buying a white car and I'm buying a black car, because we have this joke about me being Mlungu, and we're going to have this black and white race down the road.
I remember on one oil rig, we always had to go down to the mechanic shack to fetch diesel with a bucket for this huge generator. And one of the guys, I was crew chief, so I said to him, "Hey, He was an African guy. So I said to him, listen, Emilia, go fetch some diesel by the mechanic. And he's like, why? I said, because it's a black bucket. So on the next shift, he comes on to the rig floor with a white bucket. And he's like,
Brilliant.
That's how the life it is. You have to talk with these things because you're living a inner you, a truly you. You don't
Yeah.
live a negativity, but you
No,
want to
no.
build the world.
yeah.
That is
Sorry,
how we're
guys.
supposed to be.
Nice meeting you, Kudi. I've got another meeting now at 9 o'clock.
Nice to
Awesome. Well,
meet
thank you.
too.
Conrad. We also gotta
Thanks,
finish
Adele.
now. Thank you so much. Keep in touch with Monica, ask your
Yeah.
questions, and we look forward to you joining. One day
I'll
you'll be
be-
presenting with us.
Yeah, I'll be joining pretty soon. Okay, thanks a lot,
Awesome.
Adele.
Good luck. Enjoy the ride.
You
Thank
too.
you, everybody.
Enjoy. Bye.
Thank you. Well, if there are no other questions from any other people, thank you so much for attending tonight. It's always a pleasure to co-host with you. It's always a pleasure to enjoy this journey through the theme park with you. Queenie, you're
Yellow
amazing.
madam.
Just
Thank you. You taught me very well.
well, I'm very proud to have you here. Thank you, everybody. Good night. I'm not sure if we're doing a training on Thursday night or not.
Mm.
I will let you know on the group. Compression is not yet complete. It is happening. If you should be seeing some changes on your boards, but I
do.
was told it will take a process of a few days to be complete.
Thank
Okay. Thanks, everybody.